Alright, so this is an unboxing video for another order I got from Prestigious Stocks. I did a previous video on my #1 Mark III stock set. I'll link that in the description if you'd like to check it out. This is for a Mauser K98 stock set. It was advertised as coming in a really nice Baltic birch. Looked pretty good on their website, so I wanted to check it out. And I do have a K98 that has what appears to be some kind of shellac on the stock, so I want to replace it with a nicer stock. Came pretty quickly, just about maybe 2 weeks after I ordered it. You can see the box is a little bent down the middle, but I know the shipping companies can be kind of rough with these things. So I'll go ahead and open it up and show you what I got. So after opening it up, looks like it came wrapped up pretty nicely in this paper. I assume this is the top handguard up top. It's pretty useful. Go ahead and unwrap it, show you how it looks. All right, so I got it unwrapped. Take a closer look at what I got. See, this is for the cup butt plate, which is actually really good for laminate stocks because the cup butt plate, one of the reasons they introduced that during the war was to help keep the stock from delaminating. Having a lot of issues with the flat butt plate, with the stock delamination, as well as damage right here on the stock with it being exposed. It does have a inlet for the takedown disc as well as for the sling. Now when I ordered this, I was told that this was patterned off of a Yugo stock where you have the second recoil lug back here in addition to the front recoil lug. This is really a project to improve what's a really good shooter and just put a better stock on it, so I didn't really mind. It's also a pretty good addition, actually, just to help with recoil when you shoot it, having two different recoil lugs here. See, it's cut out here for the trigger, the magazine, and that front screw there. Now, from my experience working with these, typically with the Mausers, this is a part that usually needs to be sanded down or adjusted for your rifle, depending on the year of manufacture. Especially the receivers, as the war went on, they stopped getting like this rounded curve back here. They started just basically being like a box shape. So sometimes you have to completely remove this. Other times you have to kind of reshape this. So that's one part. Otherwise, they usually fit pretty well in these without too much modification. Looks like there's two separate places there to put the threads for the cleaning rod. And then right there, looks like there's a hole for the spring. Don't really need that though for the K98 spring. It should just slide right in. And then there's a hole there for the nose cap. / bayonet lug. I do really like the grains in the wood. I think this will look really nice once it's sanded down, and probably use some boiled linseed oil on it. Top handguard looks pretty good too. Doesn't have any overlap or anything, so it fits the stock pretty well. Alright, so this is the Yugo capture that I'm planning on putting in here. This is a Yugo pattern stock, so it only makes sense to go with that. You can see right off the bat, right where I pointed out earlier, the receiver's not really sitting right, so I'll have to adjust the wood there, get that to seat, but everything else seems to line up pretty well. You can see right there, it's lining up pretty nicely with the rifle. This has a sight hood, so I'm not really going to take that off right now. I just kind of wanted to show the fit, kind of where I have to go with it. So definitely some adjustment back here, but hopefully I shouldn't have to do much to get this to fit properly. Just a little bit of sanding throughout the stock here. This is a pretty nice yoke capture. There's a really nice bore on it, so putting it in a really nice stock will work out well. The stock that I got with this was basically sanded and shellacked, and it didn't have a takedown disc either, so it's definitely a post-war Yugoslavian stock that got refinished at some point. So putting it in here will make it look pretty nice. So if you'd like to follow along with this project, feel free to subscribe and sign up for alerts. I'll be posting a follow-up video on this probably a lot sooner than the Enfield, just because this stock type is a lot simpler than the work that has to go into fitting a new forend to an Enfield rifle. So if you'd like to be alerted, again, sign up for alerts. We'll be posting some videos on this pretty soon as I get this fit. And then once I get it fit and everything looks like it's good to go, I'll be doing a boiled linseed oil finish on it, and also be getting some parts for it, like a takedown disc and then these two recoil lugs, just new parts, so that way it kind of matches the new look of the stock. But the parts on this rifle look pretty good, so I don't think there's any need to replace anything. See, the trigger guard looks pretty good too. It does appear that there'll need to be some fitting with the top handguard, but it's to be expected. So again, if you'd like to be alerted to this, feel free to sign up for alerts, subscribe. Some more videos out as well as I get some other projects completed. Look forward to this project, and as always, thank you for watching.